in today's video, we are going to be working on more work in progresses. Duh. I don't know what we're working on, but I gotta walk us on over to the board because we've got something to tick off. I don't know if I ever even showed y'all when I put it on there. Right here, Jocelyn gave me some squares. Jocelyn's my sister. She gave me some squares from a blanket that she made, but she never finished it, so she just gave them to me. So I have made a purse out of it, and I will show you the purse, but we can now, it's not the right marker, check this off. So, boom. Another thing ticked off my list. So we only have 6 more things, roughly. Oh, I just made my dogs bark, but anyway, there we are. And hopefully we'll have this done soon and I can start working on new projects, even though I have been doing a lot of new projects. If y'all have seen my other video, whenever that comes out, about my small business. And also, please excuse my dyed fingers. I dyed my hair purple. You can't really tell in this lighting, but it is purple. Anyway, let me show you the bag I made. So, it is full of stuff, just don't mind that. Oops. Here it is. Just a very simple, granny tote bag. You know, the typical one you would see. But yeah, that's what I did with it. Jocelyn's birthday is coming up soon, so I need to finish her spiral scrap sweater before I do anything else. But yeah, for any of y'all who've never watched one of my work in progress videos before, let me just go over what Jocelyn's spiral scrap sweater is. So, this is mine. And basically, you start with a little, what I did was I saw a tutorial for a granny square, like a 4 spiral. By 4 spiral, I mean it literally starts off with 4 different things in the center and goes out. And so I just kind of followed that, but just kept on making it bigger and bigger. And then I connected the 2, I made 2 identical panels for the front and the back, and then I connected sleeves. So that's what I did. For mine, and that's what I'm going to be doing for Jocelyn's. I have the first panel completed, and I'm partially through the second panel, which is what I'm going to be working on today. And yeah, that's just what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully I can finish both panels today, and then I could probably go ahead and slip stitch them together if I finish them. And then after that, I can make the sleeves. It's a few hours later and I really haven't done much, but I want to let y'all know that I am unraveling a few rows of the previously completed panel because I realized just how big it was because I accidentally miscounted, because mine is 23 rows this way. I think it's 23. I think that's what I counted. I'm gonna double count it because, you know, I'm bad at counting apparently. But anyway, it's 23 rows. And Jocelyn's is 26. And we're the same size. So I'm gonna take a few rows apart and rework it a bit. But yeah, that's just what I'm about to do, is frog a bit. It's fine though. I can just add what I pull off to my yarn. So I'm not wasting anything. Also, this is unrelated, but here's my little scrap ball progress. As I said in the last one, I was gonna do a different scrap project. I have not yet decided what that's gonna be, but I am just collecting scraps right now, and I'm not connecting them because I'm not sure whether I want to do it to where I put them in rainbow order or anything. But yeah, for right now, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Finished the second panel, and all I need to do is outline both of them, stitch them together, and then add the arms. So I'll probably be done tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and add a border on both of them tonight, and I might stitch them together tonight as well, since I'll have Jocelyn here to mark where I need to put the shoulders and stuff. I'm done for the night. I weaved in all of the ends, which was only 8 per panel, but whatever. So I've started on the border, and I'm doing it in a cream color. I think this is called like ivory or something, I don't know. I've packed my project bag for tomorrow. So yeah, I just did, I actually did bring stuff to do the sleeves. Initially I wasn't, because I didn't think I would do them. But if I have the time, I want to go ahead and start doing it already. So here's a little progress update. I did the sides and then I sewed it together, and I'm starting working on the sleeves. But here are the connected panels. Okay, this is a bit of an irrelevant update, but when do I not give those? But anyway, so I got this little cute microphone from Walmart. It was only $5, and on the back of it, it literally says compatible with Android and iOS. Now, think about that. What would you assume it would have? An adapter, right? Because I saw the like normal jack for them, but I was like, well, if it says it's iOS adaptable, then it probably means that it is it has like an adapter or something. No, it doesn't. And I saw these, the like red heart all-in-one granny square. Guess how much? $4. It didn't say they were on sale or anything, but I don't know what he's barking at. But yeah, I got these 2 colors, and I want to go back for more before they get off sale. I'm gonna show y'all something that makes my crocheting, like, or not crocheting, but my yarn winding so much easier. So if y'all don't have like a desk or something in your room that you can easily attach a yarn winder to use, go to Five Below or Walmart, get you one of these little like lap desk things. Mine has a little cord on it because, you know, you can charge your stuff. And all you do is you set it on your lap and you attach your yarn winder to it. Lifesaver. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite thing. I'm gonna wind up some yarn and show y'all. So I've got it here, and I'm currently double threading this. So let me just get that set up, and then looping it through, and just watch. Right in my lap. Easiest thing ever. Y'all, tell me why I decided to double ply it before just winding it up into a cake first from the skein, so that I wouldn't have this mess. Because I could have just put it into a cake, and a cake is so much easier to double. Okay, I think I'm also just going to turn this into like partially a review of the Red Hard Super Saver. So I'm working up the soft white hot stuff, and this is what it looks like. So I'm working it up, and it's got like almost this kind of like waxy feel. I don't know, it's leaving a texture on my fingers, but I'm not one to really use a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I use a 5.75. That's just like, I don't know, that's my average, that's my go-to. So I was using it, and I was like, I pulled out a long string, like, I think it was longer than what it recommended, because every time I worked it up, I was working it up, and there was so much extra. Well, then I was like, well, I guess I'll have to up my crochet hook. I upped it to 8 millimeters, and I got it right. 8 millimeters from the recommended 5.5. So I guess I just have really tight tension. Cause like, I mean, this does look bigger, duh, but like, it's actually working up correctly now. So, and I like tried multiple times with the 5.75, doing different lengths of the tail and like loosening my tension, but I just wasn't doing it well enough. But this is what it looks like. Also, I kind of like it, but I know some people wouldn't. I got like a little bit of, like half of this loop is the like red and then the other half is the purple. I don't really have a problem with that, but at the same time also I see some like of it throughout, which I'm pretty sure is not supposed to happen, but I guess the dye bled. 8mm ain't working. So I guess I'll look. I don't actually have, I guess I'll try to work it with the 5.75 again and loosen my tension even more. Let's hope that works. Okay, I did the first row and I loosened my tension up a whole bunch, and I also started with a 3 chain, which I never do. I literally hate doing that, but I did it because it told me I should, and yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. I keep on with this purple. I've done it about 4 times now, and I still am not getting enough to reach the end of it. Even though I've tightened up my usual tension, I can understand all the people saying how frustrating this was. This is frustrating, but I'm gonna get it right. I don't care how long it takes me, I'm gonna get it right. I just barely got it, but I'm taking it as a win, and I'm continuing. I've retried this red 3 times, so I'm undoing the whole thing, and I'm gonna try with a 5.5 hook and see how that goes, because evidently I just didn't pull a long enough tail for the first part, so that's why I was having to use a looser tension. So we're doing a different hook. And this one, I don't know about y'all, what kind of, I prefer hooks with the, I think it's called A-line, I'm not sure, inline, where it's like really sharp looking and like this could literally stab you. I much prefer that kind of look over the, oh, and this is Susan Bates too. This is 5mm, not 5.5. We're gonna first try the 5, see how that goes, and if I can't get it to work, we're gonna do the 5.5. Okay, I've worked it up 2 layers, and it wasn't too difficult. I did have to take a few apart and adjust my tension, but it's like that. And then there is a little bit of purple, but I don't really know if I can do anything about that. I might take the last stitch apart and do it a tiny bit looser just so it's not there, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Now I'm on the red, and let's see if we can get through the red. 3rd row done. There is like a tiny bit of the pink in the red, but I don't think it's that noticeable. Also, crocheting with it, I'm like feeling like kind of, I don't know, it feels like a little bit of like a burn. Not so much to where it's like irritating me, but it's like whenever I'm working with it. So I'm gonna take a break. I don't really like how it's feeling. I can't explain it. Like, you can't really tell when you're just like touching the skein. I don't know if it's just this one exclusively, you know, maybe that's why they were on sale. Because like with this one, it doesn't feel like it's got that like wax on it. This one feels fine. So I don't know what's going on with that. I guess they were tired of being known as the scratchy yarn, because I know that's like kind of what they're known for being kind of scratchy. Although I have never had a problem with it. Then again, I don't use like luxury brand yarn. I use Hobby Lobby's I Love This yarn, which my go-to. So I'm now on the I thought it was white, but it's actually pink. But the pink, and yeah, I really had to tighten my tension up for that previous row. So I'm just gonna try to keep it as tight as I can this row to not have to repeat like I did, or like rework. You know, actually it is supposed to be white. Look. So like, it's like some of it's white and some of it's pink. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the color. I may like wash it or something and see if it bleeds. Like, I'm wondering if this feeling I'm getting is from like extra dye in it or something, because it's really odd. But I'm not sure if I've heard these complaints before of like it being like it bleeds in other colors. I guess I'm gonna look online and see what other people say, but like this looks like it's meant to be speckled with pink. Like that's literally how it's looking. Cause like some of these literally, like what is that? Like why am I getting the dark color from the beginning in the white strand, you know? Unless it's intentional, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because the other one looks like it doesn't have that much of a problem. So okay, I've done one square, I finished it, and it's all I'm doing for tonight because I need to go to bed for work. But let me just show y'all. I don't like, you can clearly see my tension shift and how I've had to get significantly tighter with each row, and then this is like the ending bit, so I would have to do something around it. But like look, it literally caves in. It looks like a bowl. I could use this as a tray. Like I guess I might have to block it, which I've actually never done before. It's a cute color combo. I mean, like I don't have any complaints with that. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if it's just something with this specific like one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna work up a little bit. I'm not gonna pay attention to like how I'm doing it, but I'm just gonna work up some with this other kind and see if I feel those same problems. Because maybe, see, no, this is just, it doesn't have that weird like silky texture to it. Like this is just normal red heart, kind of scratchy. But I mean, I like the scratch, you know? I'm a scratchy kind of gal. And it can always be helped with like fabric softener if you wash it, which I typically don't, because with scratchier yarns I don't make clothing items. So actually yes I do, but I just don't care. Yeah, this is nice. That's like I'm kind of getting the feel now. But it's like, it's not as aggressive of like a wax finish. And I'm just saying wax finish because I don't actually know what it is. Like, if y'all know, please let me know. Also, I love this color lot so much. I don't know if that's what they're called, color lots, whatever. But this one is Iran Warm Wheat, which is so pretty. I love this one, honestly, a lot more than I like that one, just because this one I feel like is very generic. And I like this one, has like a fiery kind of feel to it, or like look, vibe to it. I might go back to Walmart and buy some more if they're still on sale, because I do like these, and even if I don't use them for granny squares, I still really like the striping element, because I just love striped stuff. So I could always just go and buy some of these just to make something cute with the striped logo. I'll keep y'all posted on what I make with these if I end up making anything. I'm just gonna put them in my little project bag, which is not really where they're supposed to go because my project bag currently has a project in it, but whatever. We'll say we have 2 projects in there. But yeah, let me give y'all a little update on the actual main focus of this video because I tend to just flip-flop around. Because, I mean, that's just how my crocheting is naturally, like a flip-flop. Oh, peep my niece's picture. Anyway, here's the progress on the sleeves. So on this sleeve we've got this many rows done, and on this sleeve we have 1 less row than the other side. They're looking really cute. I love the striped look. I need to have, let me count, I actually don't know, 24 of the striping and then 1 closing row. So let me check. I have 9 on this one, and that'll mean 10 on this one. So half-ish way there. But they'll work up in no time. These are really easy. My only concern is with the weaving in ends, because I did not, as I've previously stated, I did not weave in the ends on mine. What I did is I just double knotted them together on the inside so they wouldn't pop out. Occasionally I do see one peep out, but it's never, like, to be honest, I don't care. Ain't my problem. If you want to look and see loose ends, you can look and see loose ends. But yeah, Also, this is a great scrap buster project. I know that's like really popular right now, is like the scrap busting projects. These are so perfect to do if you want to match up a bunch of different yarns for a color scheme. Like this probably has at least like 10 different yarns in it. About 14 different yarns, 15. That's how many different colors of scrap I am using in this, and like getting rid of it. And some of them, see, I'm not picky about things. I know some people with scraps, they have to have like order to how they do it, but I don't like order. Like these are random. They're completely randomized, and I just pick as I go which ones I want to use. And like some of these aren't even the proper like sizing, and I have to double them up to get them to be the proper amount. I'm going to bed now because I am tired. Doodles. Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all for just a minute while I crochet. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I started YouTube videos last year around this time last year. I started with like shorts and stuff, but I'm gonna tell y'all, the best thing about videos is the fact that when I say stuff in them, like I'm just talking out my butt about things, like what I'm doing, I can go look back at that and see what I was doing and like remember stuff. Because what I'm trying to say is, like, for this, I completely forgot how many rows were supposed to be on this arm. I didn't write it down, none of that, but I did say it in a video. Also, I'm sorry if it's shaking. I got a new mattress, and it's like really bouncy. Like even when I move just like a little bit, it like but anyway, so like I didn't have to write it down because I said it in a video, so I forgot how many it was. I literally just checked back on my video and I see how many rows it was. Like that, I would say, is like the most convenient thing about this. Like I can go back and see, oh, that's how I made that. Oh, that's how I did that. Because with some of my projects, maybe I gave them away or something. And so I don't have it to look back on. And in this case, my spiral scrap sweater is somewhere, I don't know where, but I always have my phone with me. So you wanna know what? I looked at my phone. It's just so convenient because I don't like writing stuff down. Even though I probably should, I do have a physical notebook full of some stuff, but like when it comes to things like this, I'm not really thinking, oh, let me go write this down. I need to write this down. Like I usually am just like, oh well, I'll just recreate it later, and then I don't remember how to do it. I just wanted to say that, like, I'm telling y'all, even if y'all don't like want to start a YouTube, which I would recommend, honestly, it's fun and it doesn't have to be stressful if you don't want it to be. YouTube is just a fun way to like show my creativity to other people, and like y'all may not care to look at anything I do, but it's also a nice documentation of stuff, because like some of the stuff I've made and showed y'all, like the cowboy hats and stuff that I made previously, I don't have those anymore. I gave those to my friends. So this is a nice way to look back on that. So yeah, like even if y'all aren't gonna post videos, honestly, I would make them. They're fun, they're easy, and you can just talk to yourself, and your excuse is that you're making a YouTube video. I mean, what more could you ask for? Because my family's always like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking? I'm like, myself. Me, myself, and I, actually. And the 10 people. Actually, yes, he can. Look how high up I am, y'all. You happy with yourself now? Yeah, he can stop whining. I really hope that doesn't fall. Anyway, here it is. Having to lift it up so you can actually see it. And it's done, besides the weaving it ends, but I'll get on to that later. I just sat there cleaning up an entire sleeve, like doing all of this just to find out I did it on the wrong side. I did it on the good side. So now the inside looks real squeaky clean. Well, I fixed it. Basically what I just double knotted it on the other side. So now it's on this side, and now The clean, proper side looks like this. Every once in a while, one will peep through like it does with mine, but you literally just shove it in and it usually stays. So yeah, time to just do this exact thing on the other side. And also, with the first like two, I will sew those in so they don't peek out over the top, and I usually trim up some of the lower ones so they don't peek through either. I finished a sweater, but in more important news, I just finished the season finale of Jujutsu Kaisen, the second season. And oh my gosh, I'm mad. I'm aggravated. Why would they end it like that? Anyway, finished it. Here's what she looks like. And I will be giving it to Jocelyn promptly. So, we can now say that we have officially finished Jocelyn's spiral scrap sweater. Ta-da! Beautiful, ain't it? There we go. Oh, do a spin. Do a flip. Oh, cute. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to make it to where it doesn't wash you out with the light. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Got the camera.
You know you're going crazy when you are missing an entire crochet project, like a work in progress. I'm trying to find this work in progress that I started like last year. Nowhere to be seen. I can't find it. I have looked in my project bins. I've looked in all of my project bags. I don't know what happened to it. I'm gonna go ask Jocelyn if it's in her stuff because I can't find it. Just talked to Jocelyn. She does not have any crochet projects that aren't hers. So, it's missing. As I said, it definitely gets easier to work with as you go. As you look like here, it looks a little bit rougher. Like you can clearly see some of this color seep into the next row. And as I said, that's not really a problem. And also you can see how the tension looks. The tension, I would say, does get a little bit easier. You start to learn how to make it to where it's more of a consistent tension, but I still found myself, maybe not other people, but I found myself still having difficulties with tension. But here it's another one I made. It doesn't look cleaner on camera because I think it's like blending the colors more than they are. But also like the transition in between is like rough, like on the actual yarn. Like it's not, let me see if there's a bit here. It's not as clean as you would assume it would be. This one's pretty clean, but like with some of the dark reds to the blues, I noticed it was like a little section where it was like a blend. And like I understand they can't make it look like there's no perfect way to do it. Like you can still see there's blue in this red. Like I understand it's difficult to get it perfect, but at the same time it's like, what do you want me to do? Like some people this would really bother. Like, but you can see it does get a bit cleaned up as I crochet with it more, and does get a little bit easier to do the tension. So like what I discovered when doing it is I want to go tight at the beginning, kind of loose in the middle, and then tight at the end. And then if I need to, I'll take out what was left at the end and go back to the looser part. And like if there was like not enough, I'll tighten up that loose part. But if there was too much, I'll loosen up the part that I tightened. And so it's a bit easier whenever you do it that way, because I didn't, like once I got to like the second granny square, I wasn't having to take apart the whole thing to redo it. And also I know it recommends a 5.5, but for me personally, I chose to do a 5mm because it just worked better with my tension tendencies, I guess you could say. And it was, I could actually figure it out with the 5mm. I also did part of another granny square, and as you can see, this one, my tension is like getting more consistent. You can see that, like, these are bigger than these ones. I was having to, like, I was kind of getting tired. That's another thing. I wouldn't recommend doing these if you aren't ready to fight for a granny square, because, like, it kind of looks bad when you see that this is bigger than these over here, because this was toward the end of the row where I was trying to just loosen my tension up as much as possible to use as much yarn, because it was, so I would say, like, you gotta want to make a granny square, okay? Pulling some out so it doesn't come undone. But I mean, like, overall, I think they are really cute. I don't like that this is not white. I thought it was supposed to be white, and, like, on some of it, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, a light pink or not. It's like it's having an identity crisis, and it doesn't know if it wants to be white or pink. Like, I need you to figure it out, because it's not my job. Anyway, but yeah, there's my little review. I like it, and I'm definitely gonna finish the skein and use the granny squares. As for this one, I don't know whether I will use it to make granny squares. I do kind of want to see how it works up, or I might just use it for something random, maybe like a hexa cardigan, which I have been wanting to make some to sell, so that might be something I do with these, because I mean, like, that's the one thing I can say. I don't care if you don't make a good granny square or whatever, if it's too difficult. It's such gorgeous colors. I mean, like, I want to go back and buy like 400 million of these. Like, I'm not kidding you. That's one thing I can say. Another thing, again, with the feeling, another reason why I stopped doing this square, not only was I tired, it was the, also look how long of a tail I had to do. Not only that, it was like, the, like, texture was bothering me. I don't know if it's a specific texture that just doesn't work for me, or if it's just, it's off. I tend to have, like, I can work with scratchy yarns that beat up my fingers. I don't care. But this, it's just something about it feels like it's, like, setting a blaze to my skin. I don't know. It doesn't leave any mark. Like, there's not a red line or anything, so I'm not having an allergic reaction or anything, so I don't know. And this one, I'm gonna work with it and let y'all know in a later date. I might, do a full review on its own, where I buy more of the different types. Yeah, that's my little review on the granny square yarn. I would recommend it, I'm gonna be honest, unless the only thing I wouldn't is if you're somebody who easily, if you don't want to have to work for something. Although I don't know, I would say it's about the same amount of work as it would be to actually do a granny square with these kind of color changes. The only thing is that with the granny squares with color changes, it's not as annoying because, well, you chose to make the granny square and you don't have to work for it. Like, you do have to work for it, but it's not like something where it's annoying and tedious and why can't this just work? Because, like, with this, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to take this row apart for the 4th time and it's still not, like, coming out to be what I want to be. I'm aggravated. I'm stopping. Which is kind of what I was doing with this one. Although, I tell you, look, I got these color changes on. I was gonna say on fleek. That's embarrassing. Like, very spot on. This is the only thing I don't like, but I can't help it because that's literally just how the yarn is. Like, or not how the yarn is, that's literally just how you crochet. Because, that's like the pickup loop, and then that's the, slip knot? No. Not single crochet, where you, like, where you go in, yarn, pull through, yarn. You don't, what's that called? That's how you know it's late. I can't even remember a simple yarn term. Well, whenever I remember it, I'll put it here. But yeah, that's like the only problem. And then also I wouldn't recommend it to people who maybe have issues with certain textures. If you were like a texture person, which I am, if you have an opportunity to go and feel it in person, go do that and just like run your fingers along it and like kind of play with it. It won't be an exact feeling because it's like, you know, do like how you would set it up and like pull with your fingers if you have an opportunity to do that, or just like, you know, feel it. You'll kind of get an understanding of how it is to work with. But yeah, I would recommend this yarn. It's good, it's cute. Maybe not use it for intended purposes. Again, if you want to buy this just because you like the stripes, buy it because you like the stripes. Nobody should be pressuring you into making granny squares with it, because if you don't want to, you don't want to. But yeah, that's my opinion on these. If I have any opinion shifts or anything, I will let y'all know when I start working with this. Again, I'm not sure if I'll actually make granny squares with it or not. I might, because I feel like I might prefer the yarn when I'm just working with it rather than actually like trying to make granny squares. 14. So for real, that's what it says. One ball equals 14 granny squares. Y'all, if that's, I'm gonna Google that. Hold on. Y'all, this thing makes 14 granny squares. Okay. You know what? I recommend this yarn a lot. Okay. I didn't realize it was 14. That is crazy. Although I would say you're kind of crazy if you make all 14. I am crazy. I was crazy. Sorry. Let me not start on that. But yeah, I would recommend this. I didn't know it made that many, to be honest. So if you have somewhere where you can get this on sale, do that. I spent $4 on 14 granny squares. I do have to make them, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's crochet math. It's like, I only spent $12 on the yarn for a whole sweater. Well, didn't it take you 14 days? Yeah, but that doesn't matter. In crochet yarn math, it's only $4 for 14 granny squares if you get it on sale. And I got mine on sale. I don't know why it was on sale. I wonder if they're having review plummets or something. I don't know. Maybe I should tell y'all it sucks so you don't buy it and so it stays on sale. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Maybe they just have an overstock. I know some places were like sold out of these. So like, I think that's crazy. Anyway, I guess I just don't have a lot of crocheters in my area. Would recommend. I would give it like, I want to think of my own metric of comparison, because I know like TL yarn uses hooks. We'll do a metric of granny squares on a scale of 1 to 10 5-row granny squares. I would give it 6 full granny squares and about 2 rows of another. So yeah, that's what I would give it. 6.4 if you want to use more mathy terms, because after all, I am gonna be a math teacher. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So 6.4, 6 granny squares and 2 rows of another. Although, would that technically, because wouldn't you technically count it for clusters? So my metric is messed up. Hold on. It's 60. Whatever. I'm cutting out all of that. Anyway, so technically it is 60 clusters. So if I gave it 2 rows, that would be 12 out of 60, which would decrease to, which would simplify. What did I just say? 12. 12 out of 60 would be 633, 15. 1, 5. So 1, 5 would be, oh, I am an idiot. So it would be 0.2. Okay. Anyway, so 6.2 granny squares. Thank y'all for watching, and in the next video I will hopefully find my project bag, find something to do with these granny squares once I make all of them, maybe. And I want to work on finishing up my mom's cardigan because I have all the squares completed. I just have yet to put them together. I just want to come on here and say that I went back to Walmart and got more Red Heart all-in-one granny square. I got like a different one this time, like a different color. It did not come out to be $4, so I talk about this in a video that I am currently working on, but I want to go ahead and say it here at the end of this one. I think what happened was that it was supposed to be $4 off of what it initially was, because it's usually around like $12, but it was when I bought it this most recent time, it was $8. So I think what they did is they were supposed to make it $4 off, and instead they made it $4, which they have done previously with some other items I've noticed. So it is no longer $4. It was not like an actual sale. It was supposed to be $4 off. So sorry to disappoint y'all if y'all were like, oh my gosh, they sold it for $4. Yeah, it was a mess up in the system. So I wish I got more that day, but I didn't have time. But it would have been really nice if I had gotten some more. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. I didn't really give a proper ending, but yeah, bye-bye.